You all set? Good morning. I'm Captain Leslie Westmont, L-E-S-L-I-E, Westmont, W-E-S-T-M-O-N-T, Public Affairs Officer here at the 115th Fighter Wing. In just a minute, Colonel Bart Van Roo, B-A-R-T space V-A-N space R-O-O, 115th Fighter Wing Commander, will make a statement concerning the aircraft incident on the evening of 8 December 2020. At the conclusion of his statement, he will be available for a few minutes to answer questions. At this time, I would like to introduce the 115th Fighter Wing Commander, Colonel Bart Van Roo.
Good morning. I'm Colonel Bart Van Roo, the commander of the 115th Fighter Wing, based here at Truex Field in Madison. At approximately 8 p.m. Tuesday, December 8th, an F-16 Fighting Falcon from the 115th Fighter Wing crashed in Michigan's Upper Peninsula in the Hiawatha National Forest. After an exhaustive search that began immediately following the aircraft disappearance, it is with deep sorrow that we report that the pilot of the downed aircraft lost their life in the crash. Our primary concern and focus right now is for the family of the pilot. Per Department of Defense policy, we are unable to release personal information until 24 hours after the next of kin notification. The Fighter Wing and the Wisconsin National Guard are deeply saddened by this tragic loss. Our dedication to duty and the training that is required of this job develops a bond that is like no other. The loss of a member like this is a very difficult thing for such a committed group of professionals. Our sadness over this loss will dissipate, but the scar may never heal. Yesterday, I did what every commander prays they never have to do. I was accompanied by our base chaplain as we informed the pilot's spouse and immediate family of the loss of their loved one. We ask that the media and others respect the family's privacy as they begin the grieving process. The aircraft accident occurred Tuesday evening during a training flight over Michigan's UP. Our pilots and air crews regularly conduct training during both day and night scenarios to maintain their currency and proficiency in flying. After the crash, local emergency responders arrived on scene and secured the site until military personnel, including airmen from the 115th, reached the area. Local, state, and federal agencies all participated in a comprehensive search for the pilot in hopes that they would be found alive. We are extremely grateful for the support and assistance that we received from those agencies and neighboring states. In particular, the Michigan State Police, the Delta County Sheriff's Office, the Michigan National Guard, and National Guard forces from Minnesota, Indiana, and Iowa. Safety here at the 115th continues to be our top priority. The incident is under investigation by the U.S. Air Force, and the Fighter Wing is committed to working closely with the Air Force to ensure a thorough investigation is completed to determine the cause of the crash. I would like to explain that the investigation is a deliberate, three-phase process that examines all aspects of this incident. It will look into pre-flight activities, maintenance, aircraft integrity, pilot briefings, and training, all with the goal of determining exactly how this accident occurred. The first phase, the initial safety board, looks to gather and preserve information and typically takes approximately 1 week. The second phase, the site investigation board, works to figure out what exactly occurred. This phase takes approximately 30 days. The final phase, the accident investigation board, looks to identify the cause and could take a year or more to report its conclusions. with the need to protect the integrity of that investigation, short of what I've already mentioned, we do not have specific details to share about the crash or what may have led to it at this time. We will release additional information to the public as we are able. I want to close today by expressing my faith and confidence in the professional airmen of the 115th Fighter Wing family. The 115th has earned a reputation over decades as one of the finest units in the Air Force. We have incredible men and women who make up this organization, and I'm so proud of the amazing work they do on a daily basis. I'd also like to thank the members of our community, especially the City of Madison, Dane County, and the state of Wisconsin for their outpouring of support to our airmen during this difficult time. On behalf of the 115th Fighter Wing, I once again want to express my sincere condolences to the family of our pilot. Know that we are holding you all in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you. At this time, I can take a few minutes to take some questions if you have them.
Have there been any changes to your operations? In other words, are you still flying your usual daily missions?
That's a good question. Right now we're deliberate about understanding when we're going to fly next, but no, we have stood down for now our current flying operations.
Do you know if the pilot was able to eject from the plane in this crash?
It's a great question, and due to the fact that the investigation is occurring, we'll obviously be looking at that, but other than that, I can't comment at this time on that.
Was it difficult to get to the crash site, and the pilot specifically being where this location was?
We're very thankful that our civilian partners, like I said, in particular the Delta County Sheriff and the Michigan State Police, helped us. It is in a remote area of the Hiawatha National Forest. However, they did assist us in getting there as quickly as we thought possible. So,
can you speak to how many flight hours or the experience of this pilot?
I can't at this time. We will be releasing details, like I said, after the 24 hours after next of kin notification.
Is there any concern about equipment? In other words, looking at the rest of your F-16s?
Obviously, we're very cautious of anything, but to release details that would be a part of the investigation, I can't do at this time. So.
When is the last time that the unit lost a member in service?
You know what? I actually have to refer that to my PA staff, so they can you can follow up with Captain Westmont after.
What kind of time frames are we looking at for this investigation to take place? Do you have set time frames between these phases you're talking about, or what kind of chronology are we looking here?
So a good question, and that's why I covered a little of that. So the initial portion is started right now. Usually takes up to 1 week to where we can get a more comprehensive safety investigation team here. The second phase takes approximately 30 days and should give us an initial look, and then the full comprehensive investigation looks just a little bit different, and they look at everything. Could take up to 1 year to get conclusions, maybe even a little more.
Is the Fighter Wing grounded right now until further notice?
It is grounded based on what we determine to be a safe time for us to fly again. And obviously, we conduct a mission that we need to continue. So we are slowly and deliberately looking at all things until we determine that we're safe to fly again.
So there's no time frame set at this point?
Not right now.
Of these phases of the investigation, can you tell us which one of them would reveal the pilot's status and the ejection procedures and whether or not those kinds of things happen?
Because of the way they are sequenced, I can't really comment on that just yet either. But more details to follow as soon as we can release them.
I don't know how much you can comment on this, but how would you characterize the morale of the wing at this moment with everything going on?
As you can imagine, a fighter wing, especially a wing like ours that is deployed many times and continually, especially since September 11th of 2001, And then with the effort of the National Guard in general, but this wing in the state, in the COVID crisis, to put this on top of that is difficult, for sure. I have full faith that because of the professionalism of the unit and the dedication and cohesion that we have, that we're going to work through it together. And if there's one small bright spot, it's that seeing the team work over the last several days has done that.
Do you know if when you get operations going again, is that going to include a replacement F-16, or do you have enough fighters to just continue doing what you're doing?
I don't want to talk specific numbers, but we don't anticipate additional aircraft being based here, so for our mission to continue. So, Captain? Okay, I think that's about all the time I have this morning. Thank you for coming out, and we appreciate your support. I'll turn it over to Captain Westmont and the rest of the public affairs staff. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Captain.
Thank you.
You guys want to come with?
Thank you, Colonel Van Roo. As you can imagine, because of the nature of the investigation and next of kin notification requirements, there isn't any additional information that we can provide at this time apart from what Colonel Van Roo has already stated. Thank you again for being here, and we will provide further information to you as it becomes available. Thank you.